What if I told you you could take $1 or $2 and turn it into 100? What if you could turn $10 or $20 into 1,000? You might think I was crazy, right? I mean, I know I would feel the same way. However, I'm here to tell you it's the truth. Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time and you enjoy the videos, be sure to subscribe and tap that bell. This way you guys know when I post new videos. You can also give me a thumbs up as it greatly helps the channel grow. High five to all of my members that are taking my trade alerts and making profits. We hit bank, the jackpot on Rivian, Hims, Robinhood, Palantir, SoFi, and a couple others in the recent weeks. If you guys want to receive free trade alerts, in addition to tips, strategies, and news right to your email, sign up for the newsletter right there on the screen or in the information box below. I also want to point out that I have a full training course coming next week with very limited slots available. If you guys are interested in the Discord or the course, be sure to email me at Corey@investwithcorey.com, and you can also sign up for the newsletter and respond to it that you're interested and want to reserve a spot. Before we start today's video, I just want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm just here to teach you tips, strategies, technicals, fundamentals, financials, and help you out in the market. However, it's ultimately up to you to decide which stocks you want to put your money into and what size of a position you want in that stock, as it's your money. Today, we are talking about one of my favorite strategies to utilize before earnings or when a stock is on a bottom or at the floor and ready to jump up. Anytime I see a stock that's come down and pulled back really hard, hitting the floor, the support, or the demand zone, that is where I want to implement this strategy, because mostly I do selling strategies. I don't really buy stocks. I typically sell. However, before earnings and in certain situations, after earnings. If a company hits the floor after earnings because they missed, I wait to see some life rejuvenated back into the stock, and then I go out 1 to 2 months or more, and I do this specific strategy. I also do it on stocks right before earnings when I feel that they are going to have a pretty big move. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say you think Robinhood is going to go up. This strategy works with any stock as long as it's making a big move in a certain amount of time. The way Robinhood's going, I feel that by the next earnings, it could jump. I'm not sure if it's going to keep building on its bullish momentum right now, or if we're going to have to wait till the next earnings and make sure they're profitable on the next quarter's report. So they're having earnings at the end of July. So we're going to go out to August 16th. That's 2 weeks after earnings. This way, anytime before or leading right up until earnings, the move can still happen, giving us more time. What we're going to do is buy a call option for $19, but this is going to cost $380. You guys know me. I like to collect juicy premium. I don't like giving it away. So I'm going to show you guys a strategy here that is going to allow you to get into this position where you're not really throwing much money away. Watch this. So what we're going to do is we are going to buy a $29 call because we think Robinhood's going to go to $29. However, it's going to cost $76 juicy premium, except we're not collecting that. You guys know that I want to collect the juicy premium, but I don't want to give it away. So I got a little strategy for you. This way you don't have to give away the juicy premium. You only have to give away a little teeny tidbit of it. So check this out. $29. We're going to click on sell and we're going to sell the 30. There you go. This is arbitrage. You're not going to get $1 credit here, almost surely. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the bid and ask spread. -14 to +16 means you're probably going to get filled at $1 or $2, maybe $3. Worst case, we'll do $2. We'll do 0.02, $2. Review order, and we're going to click on debit. So you guys can see here, $2 into $98. You are taking $2 and turning it into 100. This is a 50x return. And since between the bid and the ask spread, there is a 30-cent difference, 15 cents is the middle, which would be $1. $2 is actually closer and more in favor with the asking price. So $2 or $3 will get filled, most likely. And if you don't get filled, then we just don't take this trade. We look for more arbitrage trades. It's not really arbitrage because it's not quite free, but it might as well be. Look at this, $2 into $98. And if you see here, 100 contracts would cost $200. For my portfolio sizes, not a big deal. but it could turn into $10,000. So it's pretty good. However, if you just want to go a little bit smaller, be a little bit safer, you could open up 10 contracts for 20 bucks, make $1,000, $2 into 100, or you could turn $20 into 1,000. This is a very, very good strategy because you're not really risking a lot of money, but your gains are pretty high. Granted, Robinhood has to go to $30, but that's only 10 bucks. And it's got another earnings in between and almost 3 months of time. Robinhood's profitable, multiple and consecutive earnings reports, and they've had a lot of momentum lately. They've went up by $3 over the last week and a half. It's actually more than that. It's almost $4. So to think they can't jump $6 in almost 3 months, it's likely that they could. Whether or not they will or not, we don't know, but we're not risking a lot of capital. Even with 10 contracts, it's only costing $10 to $20. But the upside is we could make up to $1,000. So this could be a very good trade and not a lot of risk. You could also run this strategy on Palantir. So we would just sell a $30 call, buy the $29 call if we think that Palantir's earnings is on August 5th. So I set this expiration for August 16th. This gives us $6 into 100. The bid and ask is 4 to 10. So we would likely get filled at 6 or 7. So $6 or $7 turns into $100. We can also look at the same trade on SoFi. Since their earnings are at the end of July, we go to the August 16th contract. We can sell the 11, buy the 10 if we think SoFi is going to go to $11, $5 into $100. This is a 20x return in less than 3 months. If we were to do 10 contracts, this would cost $50 and we would generate $950 juicy profits on this trade. Now, typically I don't do a lot of buying strategies, but right before earnings is good. And I like to go out sometimes a month before earnings because things get really volatile. And you will notice if you track it, this specific strategy for August 16th, even though we wait another month, so you'll notice that this specific strategy will be more expensive as we get closer to earnings. Earnings is at the end of July. This contract is for August 16th. Theoretically, as we get closer to the end of June, beginning of July, only a few weeks till earnings, this should actually get cheaper, but it will get more expensive. If you wait until July to place this trade, you will have less time for it to play out and it will cost more because of volatility, which is why when I make these debit spread plays before earnings, I like to do it at least a month in advance. Typically when a stock is flat, once it starts moving up, the volatility increases and then you won't get them this cheap. The idea is in order to get these home run hits and Hail Mary plays with debit spreads or arbitrages, you have to get them when there's a lot of time between when you place the trade and when you can make profit. We're likely not going to see much on SoFi until about 3 weeks to a month before earnings or a big news catalyst, which could come at any time. So with just looking at earnings, we're not going to see much until the end of June. However, between now and the end of June, the next 4 to 5 weeks is the time to place a trade like this. However, the other thing to consider is big news catalysts. If something big hits the news about SoFi and it's positive in the next week or two, you might as well forget getting into this trade because it's going to cost 2, 3, or maybe even 4 times more. Or you'll have to go up to $15, which makes the trade less likely. So when you find a stock that's trading flat and you can get into an arbitrage or a damn near free trade, you take it and you set the date where you want the contracts to expire after earnings, and you'll take your chances and get in. It's not a lot of risk. Risking $5 to make 95 is not really a big risk. This is a cheap way to do it. A very cheap way. Of course, you're capping your gains, but you're also using the call that you sold to finance the one you're buying. A very powerful strategy if you know where and when to implement it. This is a very powerful strategy. It can make you a lot of money, and you could 10x, 20, 50, even 100x your money, and even get free arbitrage trades here and there, although they are very rare. And like I said, it's a very powerful strategy. If you can time it on the right stocks when they're flat at the right time and set your strike prices based on technical and fundamentals the correct way, you have a pretty decent chance at success. And considering it is a 20, 50, or 100x return, you don't have to be right all the time. You could lose 2 or 3 of these trades in a row and win once, and you've tripled your losses, quadrupled, heck, even 10x your losses. You really only have to be right 1 out of 5 times to still make a pretty big profit. So just do your due diligence, pick stocks that you think are going to make big moves, and remember, you're going to sell the strike price that you think the stock will go to and buy the one below it. It's a debit credit spread. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe and tap that bell if you guys want to know when I post new videos. And if you're enjoying the content, give me a thumbs up as it greatly helps the channel grow. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter right there on the screen and in the information box below. And high five to all you guys making money. For anyone who wants to take my trade alerts, be sure to sign up for the free newsletter. First 100 people that sign up from this video will get trade alerts in addition to the tips, strategies, and news right to your mailbox. I'm also launching my full Discord, full training course 1 week from now. So be sure to let me know because we have limited slots available. Let me know if you guys want to take part in that course and you want to grow your knowledge and learn all my strategies. We are running out of slots. We only have a very small few positions left. So let me know if you guys are interested. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Don't panic. Don't worry. This video is over, but I picked another video just for you. And it's right here showing you how you can turn $5,000 into $100,000. Click it. I'll see you over there. It's a great video. You're going to love it. Remember, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys.